What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And guys, they've finally done it. You maniacs, you've actually done it. This could change the course of history. What am I talking about? Somebody out there, some madman, some glorious, beautiful madman has finally created a functioning lightsaber. All right, now, guys, growing up, I think we all know we all dreamed of the day. We looked off at the twin suns, and we wondered about the day when we would actually be able to cut somebody's arm off. It wasn't enough to have like a stick. It wasn't enough to have a broomstick. It wasn't certainly not enough to have those embarrassing lightsaber toys where you could retract it. It was all plastic and everything, and just make the sound effects with your mouth. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? It wasn't enough, right? We all dreamed of that day when we'd have that ability to do some major damage. Well, somebody has come up with just that thing, and this man is named James Hobson. He's a YouTuber. Anybody out there know him? He goes by the name of the Hacksmith. Now, I'm not always like the best person to know all these YouTubers out there. There's so many of them. So maybe there's somebody out there who knows him. He's got over 10 million subscribers. So somebody knows him definitely. I'm embarrassed that I don't, right? With my few subs, but he's got over 10 million. But anyway, it says here, he shared his methodology on his YouTube channel, The Hacksmith, which has more than 10 million subscribers. All right, stop bragging about it. He said, how the heck do you build a plasma-based lightsaber? Okay? And he says, well, theories say that plasma is best held in a beam by a magnetic field, which scientifically checks out. Okay, now we're getting into science class, guys. I'm going to try not to fall asleep. I've always had a problem with this. The issue is producing a strong enough electromagnetic field to contain a blade. Well, the lightsaber would have to be quite literally built inside a box coated in electromagnets, which turns it into a useless science project. Okay, I can relate to that. I used to get the shoebox and everything and turn it on its side and, do the little connecting of wires and fake my way through. All right, to get around this, the former engineer and product developer used liquid petroleum gas, or LPG, as a fuel, which is mixed with oxygen and turned into a superheated beam. Somebody's ass is in trouble, boy. Don't try to break up with him. Unlike previous attempts, this means the lightsaber doesn't have a metal rod at its core, which makes it less like a sword or a glorified stick. Plus, it can be retracted, and still packs the punch to cut through a sheet of steel burning at 2,200 degrees Celsius. That is almost 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. I looked it up. Aren't you proud of me? Ma, I told you I'm smart. Okay, it says here, Hobson is able to change the color of the beam too by adding different chemicals, with sodium chloride turning the beam yellow. All right, looking at you, Ray. Boric acid turning it green. All right. Strontium chloride turning it red. And calcium chloride turning it amber. The main way in which the lightsaber differs from those wielded by Obi-Wan Kenobi and the rest of the gang is that it relies on a custom-built backpack to carry the LPG. As Hobson said, a backpackless version would require unfeasibly powerful batteries. I would imagine so. One day, though, maybe, if the Force is with us, and our batteries. All right, so they're just saying maybe one day they'll get one that doesn't use the backpack. But for now, you need a backpack to do this. Now, this is exciting news indeed, but it's also dangerous news. All right, and that's the reason why I'm doing the story, because I want to mark this day in history that we actually move closer to doing this, I mean, my God, it's like Star Wars fans, we can be very passionate. I think there might be, the beginnings of the warring tribes here, because you have, of course, The Last Jedi, which would make Rian Johnson Satan. And I knew it because now you have all the people on this side, because he's the one who wanted the fan base split, right? So he got the fan base split. Now we got this technology here. On one side, you're going to have people who hate The Last Jedi. On this side, you're going to have people here who love it. And the fighting is going to go to a whole new level with the lightsabers, man. How many lives are going to be lost behind this? And it's going to be Rian Johnson's fault. Not to mention when we bring it into our everyday lives, you know what I mean? Can you see it now? Well, I'm afraid, Joe, or Jill, we're going to have to let you go. We're going to have to fire you. You're being laid off or whatever. And here's your Star Wars fan in the workplace like, really? Hello there. You know, I can see it now. You know, like I said about people breaking up, you know, it's like your wife comes to you, I'm sorry, you know, or your girlfriend, I think I need some space. Oh, you know what I mean? Children, you know, children, Star Wars, little budding Star Wars fans, you know what I mean? It's like, I want that action figure. No, I want that action figure. You know, it's the blood. The blood is going to be running in the streets. You know, speaking of the streets, road rage, you know, you cut me off. I don't know, guys. I can see there's going to be problems if this thing actually does take off. But, you know, seriously, though, it is very exciting. You know, I love to see this kind of thing. And this is the reason why sci-fi fans are like the best ever, because we get inspired by this and it pushes things along in society. I can't even begin to name all the different ways that Star Trek, for example, you know, there have been many articles and, you know, lectures that have been given on the way that Star Trek has inspired and affected science, you know, from the cell phones, you know, with the communicators, the handheld communicators, you know, to the Siri, you know, talking computers, you know, so many things. You know, I'm pretty sure most of us are still looking for land speeders and, you know, the speeder bikes and all that stuff. I mean, there's a lot of things ahead of us when you consider if human beings don't end up blowing each other up. I'm assuming that we have a long way to go in human history, you know, far beyond us. And hopefully these things that people conceive of, as you can see, will inspire other people to actually get to the business of making them, you know? So while Disney Star Wars, and you know I had to put in this little jab, while Disney Star Wars wants to just keep on appealing to the lowest common denominator, you know, they are seriously shortchanging the real ones out there, you know, the real fans. And you know, I know a lot of people don't like that. Okay, I'll take that back. No, real fans. I know a lot of people don't like that. All right, but they're overlooking the ones who would be truly inspired, you know, the ones who sit there and wonder, and you know, that's what it's really all about when you really think about it. So this is really exciting news, guys. I want to know how you feel about this. Is it dangerous? You know what I mean? It's definitely exciting, you know, but are you seeing what I'm seeing though? You know, like the potential danger in having a real functioning lightsaber out there. I mean, you better be seeing it, because I'm working on my lightsaber, and if you don't agree with me, I'm just saying. And don't let me get the high ground. You know, people getting carved up like freaking Thanksgiving out here. But anyway, guys, let me know how you feel about this exciting / scary news in the comments section. And, you know, big shout out to James Hobson and what he's doing here. You know, I make fun and everything, but dude, you got to be brilliant, you know, to come up with something like this. So that's deep. And he's got a YouTube channel, so I am going to leave it in the description box so you can check it out yourself. Anyway, guys, like I said, let me know how you feel about it. You can like, you can share, you can subscribe. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter. The link to that will be in the description box below. And I'll catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.